Hey, I'm Laura, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday the 29th of October and in preparation for November I am resetting my planner. Usually I would do these quarterly, but it's just the way my system has worked out this year. My pages ran out at the end of October. So I think it's probably because I got a late start in January. I think that might be it. When I swapped from just doing the week spread to individual days. But I have used my planner pages every week. I might not have stuck to them every week, but I have gotten into them and written stuff in them and set up my little monthly spreads and yeah. But I want to change this up. I feel like having this at the back of my planner kind of treats it like an afterthought, and I don't want it to be an afterthought. So I'm going to move my planner part up to the front and then all of the other stuff behind it, because I want this all to be like the main focus. So let's just take everything out and then we will put it all back in where it needs to be. Oh, this is from last year. This is from last year's Q4. It's just been hiding in the back there. Alright, so I will be keeping my acrylic calendar. I don't know if I will get another one of these for 2026 because, you know, it feels a bit wasteful. I think I might just print one out on paper that can be recycled at the end of the year. But here we have my planner pages. I use the Heart Breathing's HB90 planner. It's printable, it's dateless, or the version I have is dateless. It's an older version. I bought this in like 2021 and it came with a pre-printed calendar for 2021 and 2022. But the actual page itself is undated. But the page before you start the planner, as you can see, is a dated calendar. So I've actually taken to decorating mine and I'm having fun with it. The last one I did was this. It said growth, faith, change. There's only a thin line between safety and suffocation in any given situation. And I don't know where I heard that from. I think it was a podcast. But yes, that was a game-changing quote, that one. And I don't have a quote in this one, just vibes. Like, getting down to it, I always associate coffee with grinding, working, writing, stylishness, even when you're tired. And what I'm doing this all for, to build a home for the family and to have comfort.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to...
Wow, that was like really fiddly to try and get those in. So that is my planner pages in to start off with, and I've already marked up November and gotten a few bits in. It's Rosie's birthday, and I've got my main points of what I would like to do in November, and I'll have to get everything all set up for the focus for noveling November, because that's what we're gearing up for. So I've pulled out these acrylic dividers that have top tabs instead of side tabs, because I find that they are a little bit easier to find. So I'm going to put those at the back there. And this is where everything else is going to go. Because I often find as well, when I've flipped all the way to the back to get my planner pages, that the rings can't quite handle all of that paper all of the time. Whereas the pages that go into these sections, I'm not checking them daily. It's more like a weekly or bi-weekly, sometimes even a monthly little check-in, or it might just be a quick flick to go look at it, but it's not going to be sitting open with masses of paper on this side. So yes, I'm going to have it like that. And one of the first things I'm going to pop in here are my project planners. Again, these are from Heart Breathings. Sarah Cannon is very gracious and generous with her resource library. If you join her mailing list, you get an access link to her resource library on a Google Drive, and she has lots of free printable resources for her newsletter members. And this is one of my favorites. This and the monthly sprint tracker, they're two of my favorite things I print off very regularly from her resource library. And in here I have enough sheets for 8 projects. Yeah, so I double printed them, and I'm gonna get these all set up for the projects I'm gonna be working on for the rest of the year, so that I can track them, like, and have a central place to track them. I do have my my story writing journal. That's more for tracking mood and ideas and sort of future plans. But to actual concrete track and tick things off, I'm going back to this. I'm not going to put my word sprint trackers in because, like I said, I don't really have this open all the time for that kind of stuff. What I do have is I have this notebook, which was what I was meant to set up for word tracking. So I'm going to go back to using it. And it's just gridded paper, really. So I'm trying to get like however many, it doesn't have to be specifically 4 word sprints a day, but I can track my word sprints as I go and then have a running total at the end. As you can see, I haven't used this in a while. Last time I used it was the start of June, so we're going to go back to using this because I found it very helpful in progressing. There is something that I need to put in before these. I need to put back in my monthly ones. These are monthly spreads, and I got mine as an 18-month set. So they started in, what was it, July, and they go all the way through to December of next year. And yeah, I wrote in when I was hoping to launch things, and then I never managed to launch those things. So yeah, wasn't I a ninny? Did I do anything into January? I hope I didn't. Oh, I did. What was I thinking? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go in with the Tipp-Ex and score all that out. Anyways. I'm going to take those ones out and recycle them. We just have November through to December left. I'm just going to pop those in. So there we go. We have all of those in there. We have the project planner pages. And then in here I'm going to pop in some blank paper because this is going to be where my YouTube schedule is going to go. Where my YouTube schedule is going to go, tracking both videos for this channel and my other channel. I will also have a section here for, need some more blank paper. I now need a post-it note. Of all the times to not be able to find a post-it note, right now, why? Why? I usually have an abundance of post-it notes, but for some reason I couldn't find any, so I had to go get one. Right, so this is where I'm going to put my upload schedule. This is where all the crossover content for the et al. Is going to go. So this will be YouTube, Insta, and possibly a Substack. We'll see. I have lots of extra things buzzing in my brain. We'll see where that comes out. This is where I'm going to put my goals. Like map them out in detail. So that I can come back and check them, because we all know if you write down your goals and get specific and create a strategy, you're more likely to achieve what you set out to. And then lastly here, I'm going to put promo stuff. So this is like Mary Ellis, Instagram, and ads, and I don't think I need to plot out the Substack for my writing thing, because I just kind of update that as I go. But we'll see. I might add Substack to it. But that is what is going on in this planner. So we're going to have the creation of the tasks going on in the back, and then take those tasks to the pages at the front and portion them out to get done. So that is the plan.